I think we can all relate to personal struggle. Like I mentioned in my last video, the therapy that I was so excited about because it was working has come to a halt. And so with that, my body seems to be turning against me once again. You know, the pain becomes worse. And when that happens, everything starts falling apart. My focus, my communication, my patience, even my outlook. Though I think being aware of those things helps you kind of maintain some kind of control. You know, I get asked, how are you doing? And it gets frustrating because you don't want to lie. And lying would just be going, yeah, good. But you can't be honest either. We're told to be honest and not hold back, but that's not quite how the world works, is it? If we were honest when someone asks that, then we invite sympathy or even worse, pity, and I'm sure as hell don't want to deal with that. And I don't want to be that drama king that is always bringing the mood down. Who wants that? So what's left if bullshitting isn't an option for you? And it doesn't come naturally, hanging in there. And don't forget to raise the tone of your voice at the end so they know you might be joking. Otherwise they go, oh, well, okay, well, I hope everything's okay. Don't need any follow-ups. Another good one is not dead yet. Ha ha ha. Classic. But what happens when your emotions get the best of you and the despair you feel at every moment begins to take hold? I say hanging in there, and it's not a phrase. Maybe it's survival. It's a diversion to hurry up and move on from that question. I want to be real, but I've learned that real honesty often makes people uncomfortable. It turns into awkward silence, unsolicited advice, or worse, like I mentioned, that sympathy that ends up making you feel more fragile than the strength that you hope you're clinging on to. The longer that I'm in pain, the harder it is to stay calm, the harder it is to maintain control of your emotions. My sensitivity spike. I become much more irritable, which I hate. I don't like that version of me at all, but it shows up. I get quieter, less responsive. Some days I just don't have the energy to explain what's happening under the surface. I just don't have the desire to utter a single word. But that doesn't really work in a professional environment. And it certainly can't help things on a personal level. So what do? We still